Richard Jefferson is here. And Richard, you know LeBron James. You expected the game that he had because of what was at stake. How so?
Well, look, he hears everything. That's one thing about Bron. He's very aware, and especially after last season, his hashtag this year has been washed king. Like, everyone is counting him out. And so Luka Doncic is the next person that's being crowned. It's been Giannis, it's been Luka. So these opportunities he looks forward to. He looks forward to these things on the calendar going against a guy and really is establishing his dominance still.
So if I said he bullied him physically and mentally, is that fair?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I think Luka still has so much more to go in his career, but this was an opportunity for LeBron to still show that he is one of the top players in the league.
All right, well, here's some numbers right here, head-to-head numbers. It's not really a fair comparison. I mean,
yes.
You've got one of the greatest ever against a kid who they're saying in his second year could be one of the greatest ever. That's a lot of weight for the kid to carry. Did Dallas let its emotions with the officials overwhelm it while the Lakers were overwhelming them?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that this game pointed out some flaws, right? You see that, look, LeBron's game has gone to another level when they added Anthony Davis. Luka's game, I believe, went to another level when they added Kristaps Porzingis. That means that they need Porzingis healthy. Like, that makes everything that much easier. There was a lot of standing around. There was a lot of watching. And look, Luka's still going to get his numbers. He's still going to be a great player. You saw what he finished with. But at the end of the day, he needs Porzingis on that floor because it just adds the spacing and it just makes his game that much more impressive.
Doncic can't have an off night if Porzingis is not playing.
Fair.
All right, Kyle Kuzma gets the start for Anthony Davis. Is he the right fit that's just not being used right?
Well, my thing about Kyle.
Or do you have a good game and it's not just
no,
not
he
a
did,
good
but
fit?
you know what it did? He had a great first half. He had, 19 points in the first half, and he scored some points in the second half, but it was not nearly as impactful. And so that's kind of a microcosm of his season, where one game he'll play well, another game he'll struggle. This game he had a great first half, didn't really do nearly as much in the second half. They're just looking for consistency, and that's very tough. He's a third-year player that's on a championship team, and they're asking for consistency. That's something that's very difficult, but I do believe that he is that X factor. He's the one guy, and with Anthony Davis out, they play a faster game. There's a lot more of a pace, rightfully so, and they should slow it down with Anthony Davis, but Kyle Kuzma benefited from that, and he just has to learn how to get his system in. One more thing I'll say about Kuzma is that he missed the first 15 games of the season. Then he starts the season with a new coach, new players. There's a lot more that Kyle Kuzma is having to deal with than just playing this season.
All right, they were thinner, they were smaller, but they were faster with Kuzma, not Anthony Davis.
Yes.
Why didn't Dallas adjust?
Well, and that's what's so funny. Like, we talked about that on Countdown heading into this game, that the Lakers were going to be playing faster. If we know that, you knew Dallas knew that. Dallas knew that they were going to play with a much greater pace. They just didn't have the defensive presence that they needed. Porzingis does a lot of things, but what he also does is he protects that paint. He does a lot of things for them defensively. So they just didn't have enough firepower tonight. LeBron James had a great night. Kuzma had a great first half. That was really the difference. That first half gave them that lead, Kuzma being a big part of that, and what it did is they just kind of flowed with that in the second half.
We'll talk about Oregon, Arizona off.
Don't.
James and the Lakers punched him in the face in the first quarter. Dallas never recovered. Richard Jefferson.
This guy, don't talk about Arizona right now.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.